to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Today, after a crazy open...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Vikings going up against the Steelers. And with that, we'll send you up to the North Shore of Pittsburgh at Heinz Field by the Three Rivers as we headed over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, here's Griffin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First interception he's thrown on the season. New town, new receivers, still probably trying to get in sync with everyone.
And you just know that he's not going to say, hey, I'm just getting started with these guys. We're still working on it. But there definitely is an element to it. I don't care how many OTAs, how many mini camps, preseason. There's nothing like game speed. They're still working up to it.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And the wideout in motion. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got, and now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Perry able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, Griffin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. We've got a 3rd and 11.
Slow. Ready. Under. 2-10.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Slow. 2-10.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's 3rd down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Geno Atkins is an absolute force as a defensive tackle. Forces every offense that he plays against to alter their game plan.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Slot man moves right.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Crabtree with it over the middle. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And the wideout in motion. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
When I see Sharif Floyd hit the field, I think of all the potential he has, and it's a lot of fun watching that come to the surface.
Second and 10. Once again, Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he's got room. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll give the Vikings a 1st down. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do. It was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Play action. Stafford. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Big 20. Time's up, lady.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
We're rolling. 180.
Nelson, the man in motion left. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st down, Stafford here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. In motion left moves Nelson. The play clock's running down. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They run with a power back. Rolls. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless 1st quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're going to look to throw, and his pass incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, Griffin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super tough.
Back to throw, Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Geno Atkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. The slot man in motion right.
Big 20, big
3rd and long, it's Stafford. Looking deep downfield. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. They start the drive with Anderson. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Set! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard!
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's brought down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers. The offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
Now Griffin. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Third and long. It's Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson. And it's fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Vikings.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, this is Rawls. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And quickly they get to the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Finding time. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They go play action here on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, Anderson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
On first down. He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down following the run. Nelson, the man in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Caught by Nelson left side. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. And the wideout in motion. 3rd and 2. Stafford. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And now another one thrown incomplete. He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time. And it's 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now Griffin on second down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Griffin. He's going to let this one go deep. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. In motion left moves Nelson. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And his throw is incomplete. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Slot man moves right. Third and long. It's Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They come up in an offset eye. Here we go with Rawls. Room here to run. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Oh, man. 4th down and 1, and you're on your own side of midfield? That takes a little bit of courage to pull off, but they went ahead and snapped it, and it'll work out for them as they get the 1st down.
Here we go. Easy. Zebra.
Nelson, the man in motion right. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now it's Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Second and 10 now. Griffin. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Tackle made there by Sharif Floyd. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there. But I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as...
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd down, here's Griffin. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On 3rd and goal, here's Griffin. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Delaney Walker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he puts it through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing on third down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Yards still left on second down. To throw on second down is Stafford. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Rawls. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Another pistol look here. On second down, Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Nelson, the man in motion left. Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
On the ground, Rawls. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Rawls. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Stafford. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.